Hello and welcome to the lecture series on economics of growth and development. In the previous classes, we have seen the meaning of economic growth, the meaning of economic development, the distinction between the two, and then we built our idea of certain indicators with respect to physical quality of life index, then human development index and human poverty index. So in today's class, I will talk about the concept of developed countries and developing countries and look at the World Bank classification of countries. So let's get started. So a developed country is a nation with high standard of living, developed industrial base and high human development index. So any country, if you see, has high standard of living, has high human development index and a relatively developed industrial base with comparison to any other country, then you call that country to be a developed country or a developed nation. On the contrary, a developing country is a nation wherein you have poor standard of living, we have relatively underdeveloped industrial base and low human development index. So this is how you distinguish between a developed country and a developing country. Furthermore, it is very common to use economic criteria to distinguish between a developed country and a developing country or an underdeveloped country. So the very popular criteria or economic criteria used are: one is called as the gross domestic product or GDP, the other is gross national product or GNP, then we have the average income or per capita income as an indicator, then we have the level of industrialization, then we have infrastructure. That infrastructure can be with respect to healthcare, it can be with respect to literacy, etc. So that is again looked at from a very different perspective to distinguish between developed and developing countries. And then we have something called a general standard of living, which I have mentioned when I was talking about the meaning of developed and developing countries in a very crude sense. So I hope the idea is pretty much clear. Usually there are economic indicators which are used to distinguish between a country and to call it a developed or a developing country. Furthermore, we also have certain social indicators which are usually used to distinguish between countries. These social indicators can be nutrition, it can be healthcare, it can be education or literacy and so on. So we have seen in the previous classes how human development index or physical quality of life index or the human poverty index uses a mixture of both economic criteria as well as the social indicators or criteria to arrive at something called as the notion of a developed country and a developing country. And we have also seen how human development index provides greater insights into the idea of developing countries and developed countries. So if you have not watched that video, please go and watch the video which I have made on human development index and its construction and what will be the range of the same, what will be the values of the same. So this is developed and developing countries, or the concept of developed and developing countries in a very crude sense. Let us now look at the World Bank classification of countries. So World Bank country classification is done on the basis of two important factors. The first is called as gross national income per capita, which is measured in dollar terms, and then we have classification threshold. Now let us look into greater details what GNI is talking about and what threshold or the classification threshold is talking about. So GNI per capita, a country's gross national income per capita is usually taken in dollar terms, and it is calculated by World Bank using the Atlas method. This is the method which is used to calculate GNI per capita of every country. Furthermore, a country's GNI per capita can change with economic growth, it can change with inflation, it can change with population. That is why this indicator is used by World Bank to look at country classification. Furthermore, classification threshold will help us give an idea of whether to keep one country in lower middle income or upper middle income or higher income countries. So therefore, classification threshold are adjusted for inflation annually using the SDR deflator by the World Bank. So this is again a threshold which is kept to look at the idea of the idea of a lower income country. Then we have the lower middle income, upper middle income and the high income countries. So let us look at look at the threshold in a comparative sense. In a comparative sense, we'll look at the old series which was given in 2018 July by the World Bank, and also we'll look at the new series which is given by the World Bank in July 2019. Both are in terms of dollars. So for a country to be called as lower middle income country, which is India is one of them, the GNI per capita or the threshold which is given is $1026 to $3995. So this is the threshold which is given. Furthermore, on the contrary, if you look at it from the previous series, which is in July 2018, it was $996 up till $3895. So this is the threshold, the old threshold as well as the new line which is given by the World Bank recently in 2019 July. Yeah. So let us look at the upper middle income country threshold. Now the upper middle income country threshold is $3996 up until $12,375. In 2018, on the contrary, it was $3896 up till $12,055. So this is the old classification, this is the new classification of upper middle income countries. And then we have high income countries wherein the GNI per capita is greater than 12,375. On the contrary, in 2018 July, it was set at greater than $12,055. So I hope the country classification given by World Bank is pretty much clear, and also the idea of developed and developing countries in a very crude sense is pretty much clear. Here we are using both economic as well as social indicators to look at or develop our idea of developing as well as developed countries. There's an important term which is used, a synonymous term which is used for developing countries, is also called as the underdeveloped countries. So it is the developed countries or the developing or underdeveloped countries. So I hope the idea of developed and developing country is pretty much clear. So please stay tuned. Thank you.